Well, welcome to our product call. So we have these calls the first Tuesday of every week, and these calls are particularly for new customers who have started the products, new ambassadors who have started the products. And honestly, I got to thinking about it, and Amy and Jenny and anybody else, I really feel like potentials could hop on this call and learn a thing or two about our products. So I feel like this is a call for everybody. And so if you are new to Plexus, I want to first welcome you hugely. I'm so excited for you. I know that you're excited and probably a little nervous about what all this is, and it is good stuff. So tonight, we're going to try and make this quick, but we've got a really good amount of information that I think will be valuable to you and benefit you along your journey. So what we're going to do tonight is going to share a little bit about the products, and I'm not going to go over each product because that's a lot of information, but I am going to go over our core products. The products that are typically in the welcome packs that you probably purchased. So we're going to go over that. I'm probably going to be looking at my notes because it's a lot of information, but I'm going to get that for you. So if you have paper or pen, or if you want to pull the phone away from you and you want to take some notes, please feel free to do that. And like I said, we're going to record this call. So if you do have questions later on, you can come back and rewatch it. And then we're going to talk about some tips along the way, some expectations in your first 30, 60, 90 days, and a little bit of really cool information at the end that I think you'll enjoy. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to jump right into our products. So let's see, I want to make sure everybody's muted real quick. Okay, so we're going to first talk about the Hunger Control Slim. So there are two different kinds of Slim. I don't know if you saw that, but there's two different kinds of Slim. There's the Hunger Control Slim, and you can see it's about 6 inches long, and then we've got our Microbiome Activating Slim. So it's a shorter Slim, but each are 1 serving. Okay, so we're going to talk about both of those because those could be in different welcome packs that you got. But our Slim is probably our most popular product. It's the pink drink, what you see people talking about and enjoying. It's diabetic friendly. It was designed for diabetics. And it's a very light, not chalky drink that you drink. You mix it with water. I tend to pour mine at the bottom of an empty cup and pour water right on top and stir it, or pour it in a water bottle and shake it pretty quickly after you pour it in there so it nicely dissolves. It is not a meal replacement, so I don't want you to think that. My kids love it, so that tells you something that it is kid-friendly, but my kids love it and call it their Kool-Aid. But it helps balance your blood sugar. It keeps your cholesterol, your blood pressure, and your lipids at healthy levels. It reduces inflammation in your body and is a mild detox for toxins in your body. So it's got a lot of different aspects to it. If I could change the name of this, I would probably call it Balance, because I feel like it balances everything in your system. But I love the name Slim. I'm going to stick with it. I haven't missed a day in about 5.5 years. So the Hunger Control one, the longer one, it has a flavor of blood orange, lime, and lemon. And it is natural flavors. This is not artificial coloring, artificial flavoring, none of that, because my kids can't have that. It is all plant-based and natural. And this one particularly is called Hunger Control. So what might that do? It helps balance your appetite. It has twice the amount of polydextrose in it, which is a natural occurring fiber. And when you drink this slowly, so this is a tip for you if you have hunger control, you don't want to gulp this. Now, it tastes delicious and you're going to want to gulp it, but don't, okay? You want to drink it over 30 minutes to an hour. Why? Mainly because you've got to allow that fiber that's in here to expand and fill in your tummy, and that's going to help balance your appetite, make you feel full and satisfied. So when do you drink this? Here's the cool thing about Plexus, y'all. One thing that I love is it is flexible. You don't have to drink it at a certain time and take this pill at 11 o'clock and one at 11:30 and put your timer on. None of that. It is designed to fit our busy lifestyles and to figure out what works for your particular body. Okay, so we all have different bodies and we're all going to react a little bit differently. And so we find what works for each individual person. For me, I love to drink my Hunger Control Slim between 9 and 10 in the morning. Why? I've got 3 toddlers and my mornings are hectic. And there is good luck if I can even get something in my body before they're out the door. Like, it is hectic, right? So when I get back home, everything's settled. I like to enjoy my Slim in the morning, and it helps me because I tend to get hungrier in the afternoon and in the for like lunchtime and afternoon. So if you wake up ravenous, this would be good to have first thing in the morning. If you tend to eat larger meals in the afternoon and get snacky around lunchtime, have this before your lunch, right? And I like to have it about 30 minutes to an hour before my biggest meal, kind of in the midday. Okay, but again, there are some days that I forget and I still drink it before dinner. Just get it in your body. It works really, really well. So that's the hunger control. Microbiome, which is the little one, still packs a punch in the little tiny package here, but it offers the same benefits that the other Slim does as far as the blood sugars, the lipids, all that good jazz. But this one is specifically designed for gut health. Now, this one also helps with your gut, but this one has, and I'm going to go over here and look at my notes over here. This one has a prebiotic in it, and we call it XOS because it would be hysterical if I tried to pronounce this very long, fancy scientific word of what this prebiotic is. So it's called XOS, and it increases your lactobacillus by 365%. It increases your bifidobacterium by 290%, and it increases your Akkermansia by 250%. What in the world did I just say? Those are all beneficial gut bacteria to help the flora of your gut, okay? So it's lots of good stuff. Now, it is intense on your gut. So some people absolutely love this. Like, this is what my dad and my husband drink. And they swear by it every day. I've got different people that love this one. For me, I had gut health issues prior to Plexus. And so I found this to be a little bit more intense on my stomach. And so I prefer the Slim. So if you try one and you're like, I want to try the other, go for it. That's why we have two, because it has different benefits for different people and different bodies. Okay, so can I get a thumbs up if we're all on board with the Slim so far? Okay, awesome. And again, you guys can take this. Now, one cool thing about Slim is you can take it up to 4 times a day if you wanted. It's not going to hurt you. But 2 times, if you drink 2 Slim a day, it actually increases the effectiveness of this product by 43%. So there are many times that I drink Slim twice a day just because I love it. It tastes so good. My kids steal it anyway. But it does have a benefit for you in that regard. Okay, moving on to our next awesome product. Let me just make sure everybody's muted real quick. Let's see. Oh, I can't. Amy, can you help me mute some friends over on the side there? All right, so the next product is called MetaBurn. I don't know if you can see that there, MetaBurn. Okay, so this is one of my newest favorite. I love this product so much. It is flying off the shelves. It's a capsule product that burns fat, that targets fat on your hips, thighs, and your booty boo. Okay, so women, hooray, hooray, right? Men too, I don't know. But it also is a natural mood enhancer, which again, I was like, sign me up. And it helps with energy. It's a natural, like, wake me up. It makes you feel on the go, but it doesn't, like, I don't know if you've ever tried a stimulant that's like, oh, it makes me really jittery and ooh, really uncomfortable. That is not this product for the vast majority of people. Now, there might be someone out there that's highly sensitive and they might not like this, but for the most part, if you can handle a cup of coffee, you're good with this. It helps with mental alertness. I call it my super mom pill because it keeps me focused and very, very, very productive. This product helps with inch loss. Okay, so one thing I want you guys to know about Plexus is don't be married to the scale. Okay, that can fluctuate. It's a liar, 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 pants on fire. I really love to take before and after pictures, which they're going to talk about, but this helps with inches. All right, so I dropped a good, like, I think it was 11 or 12 inches full body. Like, I measured my arms, thighs, everything in about, I think it was 60 and 90 days when I added in this product. So it's pretty amazing. It has, I'm not going to try and pronounce these ingredients, but I know that they're like Chinese ginseng, guarana, L-theanine, grains of paradise. those are the active ingredients in this. And again, all of our products are natural, plant-based minerals and vitamins. Pretty cool. Okay, so that's MetaBurn. How do you take this? When you first try MetaBurn, I want you to try just one in the morning, first thing in the morning, and see how you do. And if you're like, you know what, that felt really good, I think I could handle another, then on your second day, try 2 in the morning. I don't want you to try 2 on your first day simply because that might be too much for you, and I would hate for a day to feel uncomfortable for you, so slow and steady. And then if you find yourself taking 2, but you find yourself snacky towards the end of the day or sluggish towards the end of the day, and you're like, I wish I had that extension of energy, take 1 in the morning and 1 at lunchtime. You can split them up to kind of extend that for your body. So again, it's flexible for what works for you. I would not recommend taking this after lunch. It works well to keep you energized, if you know what I mean. You might not go to sleep. Well, you will, but you might struggle. Okay. All right, so Lean is our next product. Okay, so here's Lean. All right, and it comes in actually 3 different flavors. There's a whey. Right, so it's got dairy in it, whey chocolate, whey vanilla, and then we have a vegetarian mocha flavor. Vegetarian, the protein comes from peas, if you are curious. My particular favorite is this whey chocolate, and you mix it with milk or almond milk or soy milk, whatever you choose and are comfortable with in that regard. But y'all, this is like straight up chocolate milk. It is delicious. My kids think they're drinking. You remember like the chocolate syrup and you pour it in the milk and stir it? That's literally what this tastes like to me. It is so good. And of course, there is like minimal sugars in this. It is a meal replacement, so it does have, I think, 5 grams, so minimal on that. But it is so tasty, so tasty. The thing I love about Lean is it is designed with your macros in mind. What is that? Your macros are your carbs, fats, and proteins, the ratio of those 3 things that you ingest in your body that helps your body to function at a higher metabolic rate, so you're burning more calories, and to give you the most energy. Okay, so it really helps your body get into key performance mode, and I love that. I trust that if I take drink one of these shakes for a meal replacement, I know I'm getting everything I need, very, very balanced. Pretty amazing. 2 scoops is a full meal replacement. 1 scoop is a snack, and that's simply based on the nutrition facts that you're getting for your body. I drink this for breakfast most mornings when I'm running out the door, but also I have it for lunch sometimes. So I might have Lean for breakfast and lunch, or I might just have Lean for lunch, but I try and have it once a day whenever I feel like I want it. And I will tell you, you will feel so full by it. You're gonna be shocked. I promise you on that. One cool thing, a fact about Lean, is that for every meal replacement, every full serving that you have of Lean, Plexus donates a meal to families in America that need meals. And so every time that you drink a shake, you get to know that you're also helping someone else eat a meal, which is pretty amazing. I think this product launched last summer, and I think we're over like 8 million or something like that meals donated from Plexus through our philanthropy and charity organization. So I think it's Feeding America is the name. But that's really, really cool. So I always feel really good when I'm purchasing Lean. I know I'm giving back to the community. Okay, thumbs up if we're good so far. Yeah, awesome. I know it's a lot of information, guys, so I just want to make sure we're good. Okay, the next product I want to quickly go over is Block. Okay, it is literally what it is, and what it says is what it does. It blocks up to 48% of carbs being kind of ingested and processed through your body. So I take 2 in the morning. And then if I'm like out and about to have pizza or pasta or beer or high sugar wine or something like that, I might take 2 more. So the max dose is 4 a day on this. But you can take 2 in the morning and just kind of chill for the rest of the day and know if you're going to eat a heavy carb or sugar meal or snack, you can pop in 2 more. And it uses a blend of brown seaweed, white kidney bean extract, and chromium picolinate as its key ingredients. And they all three assist in neutralizing the activity of certain digestive enzymes that would convert those carbohydrates into glucose into your system. So fancy words for taking the sugar out so it doesn't turn into fat. Okay, that's what it's basically doing. It's not processing those sugars and carbs so it doesn't increase your blood sugar level and turn into glucose, which glucose turns into fat on your body. Okay, so it slows the absorption of carbs and sugars by up to 48%. So pretty dang cool, if you ask me. All right, ease is another one I want to go over real quick because this is in another popular variety welcome pack. So this is ease, and I love this one. I really feel like this one is kind of like, all of our products are amazing, but I feel like this one kind of sometimes doesn't get the glory that it deserves. It's amazing. It's originally designed for aches and pains, but a huge one that it does is it reduces inflammation in your body. And inflammation, if you know anything about it, can just wreak havoc on your body. It can make you literally appear puffy. It can make you feel achy. It can cause issues with your organs and joints and all these different things. The active ingredient in this is green-lipped mussels. So if you are allergic to shellfish, this is not a product for you, unfortunately. And it does have, here's a tip for you, it does have a little bit of a fishy smell and taste. Okay, so if you are particular about that, and you struggle with it, a tip is to store it in your freezer and take it straight from your freezer and put it back, and it eliminates that smell and that taste. So if you are particular with that, here's a little tip. And this is really, I don't know if you've ever heard of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medications or NSAIDs. This is basically replacing those. Those types of drugs on the market are cheap and common, but they have a lot of side effects and can cause damage to your organs. Ease capsules are a natural alternative to those NSAIDs, the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medications. We've got the green lip mussel in here, turmeric, bromelain, serrapeptase, that helps with all of these different things, such as, I'm going to read through some of the things. Anti-inflammatory helps the cardiovascular system, the immune system. It helps, it's a great antioxidant that increases heart and brain health, that has been shown to help treat depression. It helps with health problems that range from ACL tears to joint and bone pain to asthma, autoimmune diseases, and IBS. It's great for gut-related issues and relaxes tense muscles and tissues, and even helps treat traumatic injuries. So the cool thing about this is it does increase, what's the word I'm looking for? Your results the longer that you take them. So for example, if you start on this, start with 2 in the morning, and as you continue going, you may want to increase to 3. The max is 6 a day, but as you continue taking 2, you're going to start to slowly feel more and more benefits from this. So it kind of compounds those results for you, if that makes sense. I just had a knee dislocation, and this has been a saving grace for me. Okay, the last 2, I know we've got more information, but the last 2 I want to talk about real quick is this pair right here, ProBio 5 and BioCleanse. They truly, truly go hand in hand. I use the analogy that it's kind of like scrubbing a toilet and flushing the toilet after you clean it to get rid of everything in your system. BioCleanse, the goal, write this down, the goal with this is to simply have 2 to 3 bowel movements a day. So whatever that dosage is for you, to achieve 2 to 3 healthy, consistent, not loose and runny, not super, super frequent, but solid, healthy, feel-good poops. Okay, I'm going to say it. You want 2 to 3 of those a day. That's what you want with this. So when I started Plexus, I needed 3 in the morning and 3 at night for that to happen to me. You might just need 1 in the morning. You might need 2 in the morning and 2 at night. So you can kind of play with that, but I would start slow to see how you react first. So just start with 1, see how you feel. If you didn't notice a difference, increase to 2 in the morning. If you still didn't notice a difference, increase to 3 in the morning. If you're like, oh, that's enough, stop there. If you didn't feel a difference, add 1 at night along with your 3 in the morning and build up to 6. Make sense, everybody? So that's the goal with this. And it is not something that is going to send you to the bathroom all day long. It is a full body cleanse. It's kind of like a shower for your insides. It balances your pH levels. It oxygenates the blood and your organs. It flushes out anything that's stuck to your colon that can cause issues, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. But it really, really, really works together with ProBio 5. ProBio 5 is our probiotic. Key ingredient is chitosanase, and it helps address yeast in your gut. Chitosanase is the only ingredient. So if you are currently taking a probiotic and it does not say chitosanase on the back, it is not doing anything to Candida yeast. But chitosanase is the only ingredient that has the ability to break down the exoskeleton of yeast, Candida yeast, that is formed inside your colon lining. And what is this yeast and how does it get there? If you've taken antibiotics, if you breathe pollen in the air, you eat a sugary carb-filled diet, yeast most likely 99% exists in your stomach. And what does that yeast do, that Candida yeast? It actually perforates, creates tiny holes in your colon lining. And it wreaks havoc on your body. And that's what leaky gut syndrome is. It can end up in that realm, leaky gut syndrome. You can have symptoms such as, and I'm going to kind of read it over here, eczema, anxiety, depression, fatigue, weight gain and loss plateaus. You're not able to keep it on and off. You yo-yo in your weight. IBS, fibro, migraine, sugar cravings, allergies, ADD, ADHD, thyroid, skin issues, brain fog, hormonal imbalances, infertility, and so on and so on and so on. Go to Google and type yeast symptoms. You're going to be blown away. But this is the little puppy that helps with that. Okay, so not only does it remove that yeast, but it also heals and repairs your colon lining and balances the ratio of good to bad bacteria that you have in your system, because there does need to be a balance of that, good and bad. Okay, so it does a lot of beautiful things and has 5 strong strains of enzymes in them in here that help you. And it does not have to be refrigerated because it is freeze-dried, so it's pretty cool. Dosage, start slow, work your way up. Are you catching the pattern here? We're going to start with 1 for a few days, then go up to 2 for a few weeks, then see how you're feeling, then maybe go up to 3 for a few weeks, and 4 is the dosage to kill and remove that yeast. 2 is the maintenance dose to maintain balance. Okay, so I know that was a ton of information, but there's such good products and they're so amazing that I couldn't not talk about these products. So I'm going to toss it over now to Jenny, who's going to talk a little bit about expectations and how to take it.
Okay, can you hear me? Pretty good? Okay, perfect. All right. Well, thank y'all so much for having me on. I just want to quickly kind of share with you some quick tips on how to get started and how to be consistent with going, and just some tips to make sure that you see the results that you are expecting in a proper time period. So first of all, hopefully you are writing some things down and taking notes, because I want to drop a little hashtag for you. You should be a part of one of 2 or both groups. And if you have already signed up to take these products, then you should be plugged into one of the 2 groups on Facebook, if you're on Facebook. So it's the Rockstars group or the Slim Jims group. If you are not, make sure you get with your friend that helped you sign up, and make sure that you're plugged into one of those 2 groups so that you are not missing some really good information. But when you get started on these amazing products that Tara just explained, there is a very central location for you to find the majority of the how-to, if not all of the how-to, on how to take these products. It is hashtag how to take. Just that simple. Hashtag how to take. And I look back to verify, and that is it. So there is graphics on there, and it goes over, you just look and find the one that, the welcome pack that you purchased, or the products that you purchased, and then you just start taking it the way it suggests. Always know, like Tara was talking about, you're working up to something. If you start experiencing something that maybe you're not sure of, always talk to your ambassador. Don't ever just stop doing something. Always communicate with them. Make sure you're checking in with them and talking to them and keeping those lines of communication open, because we want you to have the best results possible as well. Expectations. Let's talk about that for a second. First, let me just reassure you guys. Everybody's body is so unique. We are so incredibly designed, but with that uniqueness comes unique results. My results are not Amy's results. Amy's results aren't Tara's results. I mean, just we don't have the same results. We have similar results. We all feel incredible, but we all kind of got there in a different way. So be encouraged by that. Your body is going to naturally typically address things that it feels is most important in its own order. So like I said, if you're not experiencing something that your friend has experienced, don't be discouraged by that. Be encouraged, because your body is still doing things. It's working so incredibly hard. And with that, it is so important to make sure that you are drinking tons of water. Make sure you are drinking at least half your body weight in ounces of water, which means if you weigh 100 pounds, it's 50 ounces. So, and when you kind of look at that into perspective of water bottles, you know, they're typically about, I don't know, mine's over here at like 16.9. It's really not too much water. Ease up to it if you need to. But yes, let me just confirm what Tara said so we can say it twice tonight, just to make sure everyone heard it. Stay off the scale. Stay off the scale. Whatever you do. If you have to lock it in a closet, if you have to donate it to Goodwill, do all of that. But stay off of it, because it is not your friend. It is not reliable. Even if it has some kind of special buttons that tell you all these other things, it is not reliable. You know your body, not something that you stand on that makes you very disappointed. That's not encouraging. You are going to notice the most difference in your body in your clothes. You're going to feel it when you go to put those jeans on that used to be those skinny jeans and they're those loose jeans. Or maybe you needed to gain weight and they were the loose jeans and now they're the skinny jeans. Whatever, that's not my problem. So I wish it was. But maybe that's the case for you. But definitely stay off the scale and take before and after pictures. You have no idea, even if you're not doing this for weight loss, take before and after pictures. If you're using our incredible skincare Joyome, if you are using just Triplex, or if you are using all of the above and the weight loss products, take before and after pictures. Take it in your face and take it in your body. If you're not comfortable taking it, like you feel like you want to post them, you know, take them in some appropriate clothing so that you can see the difference, because you will notice a difference in those pictures. You have nothing to worry there. I know where I notice the most of my difference is in my face. I carry my inflammation in my face, and Ease did amazing things for my face, just by the way. So definitely be taking those pictures every 2 to 4 weeks. Take a picture, or sooner, whatever you want to do. So to say all of that, also I want to tell you, when we were talking about consistency and your body's uniqueness, is the reason these products are so unique in the way they're working with our body chemistry is that when you're building up to it, you want to make sure that you, even if you got to get out your little calendar and circle 60, 90 days from now, you want to stay committed to that point. You want to say to yourself, okay, I'm going to give this 60 full days. I'm going to give it everything I have for 60 full days and then make my decision, because lots of things can change over 60 days. And that is why this company offers such an incredible money back guarantee, is because it could take up to 60 days for you to start noticing more than 1 or 2 improvements in your health. And some of the products that Tara was talking about are what we call like our feel-good products, which is more like the weight loss products, which is the MetaBurn, the Slim, the shakes. Oh my gosh, the shakes are so good. Those things, it's kind of like instant gratification. You are going to notice some things pretty quickly on those products. You might start sleeping better. You might start having more energy quicker. You might start noticing the weight coming off faster. But if you're on Triplex or other things, it may take a couple of weeks before you start noticing things, but you will start noticing things. Usually mood, like I said, sleep. You might notice that you become more regular when you're not regular. those are some things that you want to be looking for. Those are the improvements that you're looking for. Your mood. I noticed that was a big deal for me. My mood definitely improved a lot quicker than I noticed, other things. Boost in energy, if I didn't say that before. So definitely look for at least one of 4 of those items when you're trying to gauge whether or not these products are helping you. And definitely don't start thinking about that until at least at least 60 days. 90 days is definitely much better, but 60 days at least, by the least. Let me look over, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. But basically, this stuff just takes time. It took your body a long time to get unhealthy or not regular. It's going to take you a little bit of time to get healthy and regular. And you are going to, if you bought a gym membership, just because you bought the gym membership doesn't mean that you're automatically in perfect shape. And if you go once, you're not going to be in great shape. I wish it worked that way, but it doesn't. So be consistent and be patient and stay in contact with your ambassador and look for that hashtag and make sure that you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And if you have any questions, that's what we're all here for, is to support you and make sure that you have your best results. So I think that's all that I have to cover tonight. And I'm going to turn it over to Amy, and she is going to share with you guys some incredible tips and things that you can do moving forward once you're on these products.
Thank you, Jenny. Hi, guys. Thank you for having me tonight. I am sharing just a little bit about how you could possibly get your products paid for, and that is going silver. So what is going silver? Basically, that's finding 3 accountability partners to do this with. And guys, when I first started, my first 3 was my mom, my husband, and a really good friend. So it doesn't have to be, Sally Sue from the supermarket. It can be anybody that you are super close with that you want to do this with. And I found this statistic today, and it was actually really mind-blowing to me. So people are 65% more likely to meet their goal after committing to doing it with another person. And your chances, y'all, increase to 95% increase in your success when you regularly check in with your accountability partner. So I encourage you to lock arms with a spouse, a parent, a friend, a family member, someone to do this with you. And it can be super simple to make a little bit of money in the process. So going silver, you have an income potential of anywhere from $175 to $422, depending on the welcome pack that your friends join with. So that is definitely enough to cover the cost of your products. If this is something that you are interested in, every month on the Slim Jims team page, we have a 3-day challenge where you can share samples with some friends or some family members, and you plug them into this group, and then we kind of go over all the products for them. It's super simple. It's not overwhelming. Only 2 posts a day, and we kind of share about the products, a few testimonies, and it kind of does all the work for you and takes the pressure off. So it's super fun, super simple, and super easy. So you don't have to worry about feeling overwhelmed with selling. It's more about just grabbing a couple friends to do this with. I encourage you to try that. Again, you get your products paid for. You have someone to do it with. And again, you are so much more likely to be successful. So let me make sure I have ran over all of my notes with that. And yeah, again, I encourage you to give that a try if that's something that you'd be interested in. And if you are, feel free to reach out to your sponsor who invited you, and they can help you walk through how to do so. And that's all I've got for you. I'm going to pass it back to Tara.
Wow, oh my gosh. Okay, so lots of information. I'm super excited that you guys are here. I know that was like product overload, but I hope that it inspires you and encourages you and helps you know that you're a part of something pretty big and our products are great. They really, really are effective. So thank you guys so much for hopping on. Sorry we're about 8 minutes over, but we are just so excited to share everything with you. Be sure to tell your sponsor what you thought, what your thoughts are, and stay in touch with us, and we can't wait to see your success story very, very soon. Y'all have an awesome evening.